Gas Bags. I am Nick Valvano.
Jason Jenkins.
Tanner Bruttomesso.
There you go. We haven't done this, boys, in about a year.
A little longer than that. Longer than that.
Yeah.
It's a year and a half.
Year and a half. I was going to say, can you remember the last show we did?
Yeah, it was during the
baseball, right?
Baseball. Kentucky was in the College World Series.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's been a hot minute since we've done this, but
now we have been luckily together because there towards the end of Pops' run on the V show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
we all got to sit in a bunch of times.
Yeah, we got to fill in when Pops was taking a couple days off. We did some summer radio. It was good times.
Last Thanksgiving, I think we ate cereal.
I think
on the radio.
Yeah, we did. That's right. Last Thanksgiving. Yeah, we did.
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. We still have those Frosted Flakes in the station.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah,
the milk might be there too.
No, the milk got tossed by Drew Diener, but yeah, no, the cereal is still in the upper cupboard. That is just full of my my shenanigans. But what we do on the Gas Bags, we talk a little bit of sports, obviously, but we also do some sort of food related thing. And today we are going to be doing Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches. We're a little late to the party on this, but we haven't done this in forever. I saw these originally from Michael Jr.,
who's a literal pathfinder of
sweet treats.
Sweet treats.
Yes, he really is. A pioneer in the field, if you will.
Yep.
And in the past, in those episodes, I think you could find on ESPN Louisville Plus and in our podcast center, we've rated everything from root beers to we did fast food, just cheeseburgers.
All of the Little Debbies.
All the Little Debbies. Literally all the Little Debbies. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Jenky here, because he's the one that buys 90% of this stuff. And
I don't got the funds.
He's always like, "Don't worry, boys, I got you."
Still have the Little Debbie DM from.
Hey, let's see.
2 years ago.
Let me see what we got here. What's that?
Did my mic fall off?
Your mic's a little rough.
My mic's dangling. My mic's rough. All right,
see if that works out for you.
All right, so this is our. I don't want to say maiden voyage, but it's a return voyage because we haven't done this, and this is the first time we're doing it with this setup. So bear with us, guys. If you're an ESPN Louisville listener, you know that the hiccups are part of the charm. But this is the first time we're doing this.
If there wasn't a problem, it wouldn't be ESPN Louisville.
That's part of the charm. It kind of comes with the territory. But this is the first time we're doing this from Jenky's apartment. Yeah. And are we allowed to say this? Who used to own this apartment?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we said
as long as the address is not brought up, I think we're good.
It's Peyton Siva's old house.
Yeah, so for a while you were getting his mail.
I actually still get some of their mail. It's just most of it's junk now. They
coupons.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I ever got that was like really, really important was stuff from JCPS about their kids. So like I had to make sure that they got those. But past that, a lot of it is, he gets some magazines like sales magazines for watches and stuff like that. So. Most of it's garbage.
Okay, all right.
So I haven't found anything to take to him
that was
recently.
Super,
nothing like taxes.
I was like, hey, why don't you just swing by? He was like, hey, just bring it up to Shoot 360, which is right at the very front part of the neighborhood. So, whatever. I was going to cook him dinner.
Just start a romance.
Yeah.
Start a romance with Peyton.
Russ is right down the street too.
Oh, there you go. So,
I see Russ has got a I don't know what dog he has, big chocolate fluffy thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of dog. I've never really seen it. It looks like a chocolate Burmese mountain dog. Oh wow. But I know that doesn't exist.
I was gonna say, I'm interested what type of dog. I always love I feel like dogs they kind of reflect the personality of the owner a little bit in some way. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And speaking of, I bring up the dogs also because we have two running around here, so you might hear a couple of barks and yips. You want to introduce it?
It's the little one. Pippin's the problem. The King Charles. The King Charles. She'll just sit there and chill.
And Mookie is a chocolate lab?
No, she's actually a husky Aussie.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought I saw a little husky in her ear. She's that's awesome.
You know who doesn't live out here?
Who?
Any Kentucky players. Thank God.
But just want to say, if they are watching, and there's about a million better things to watch, I'm sure, including Monday Night Football, which is on our airwaves, hopefully, if Andy got his computer fixed. There's a standing invite if Russ and Peyton are
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you can have dinner.
They listen. We have Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches right now. Come on over.
He makes a mean pesto. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
So for sure. All right. So we'll talk a little sports. We talk a little nonsense. That's what we do all the time on the gas bags. And we're going to. This is like I said, it's not our maiden voyage, but it's our first time in this setup. We're going to work on some ways to interact with you guys a little bit better. If you want to text me at 502. No, I'm just kidding.
By all means, like and subscribe to the ESPN Louisville page. There's a lot of good content. Sofro doing After Dark. We've done post-game stuff, pre-game stuff.
Yes. Yeah, you were out there at the tailgate.
Yep, Anna Trullo is a big part of what Sofro's doing on After Dark now. So, it's not just Louisville stuff. She's bringing a Kentucky voice, even though she's very upset with them.
Yes.
As she should be.
It's been
as she should be
great
right now.
time for Louisville fans listening to her talk.
Right.
She hates
she's
him.
very upset. It's an interesting collapse, right? Because what's the quoted amount of 22 million?
Yeah, 22 million.
I don't want to say it like real loud because who really knows?
Right. But it also, when that got I kind of stumbled on my words there. When that got reported, it wasn't refuted either.
Right.
So
yeah. They didn't say, nah, that's not what we're doing.
That's not what we. So
it's a double-edged sword, I think. Like the idea of yes, we have that money, and yeah, we spent that money.
Yeah, exactly. Where it was rumored that Louisville's roster was about $8 million.
Right.
And I mean, the results kind of speak for themselves right now, and that kind of is.
I like saving money.
Well,
so with them, like I look at their team as of right now, right? Because we've not seen Quaintance play.
No.
And Quaintance is the real deal.
He is from all accounts.
Right. He's
a lottery pick.
Yeah. And they were talking about it. I think Andy said it today. Yeah. Don't play.
Well, I mean,
you can't do anything but damage your draft spot right now.
Right. But we've talked about that on the take. Noon to 3, ESPN 680. Tune in. Check us out the podcast center as well if you miss any shows. But we also kind of talked about how with NIL and with the money and everything like that,
there's some expectations.
You
need to get on the court.
Also, with the constant narrative with him is, I mean, let's not forget, same injury, and same type of injury,
right?
But severity and it's not one size fits all. But case in prior, same injury, same type of injury,
right?
Isn't even a year out.
Correct.
From his, and
he's just over. We're just over because it was just at the end of November when we were playing in Atlantis.
Yeah.
It was the last game in Atlantis.
Yeah, it was the last game in Atlantis.
Yes. So, Oklahoma, right?
Oklahoma. Yeah.
Just at the beginning of the second half.
So he's just at a year now, and we've seen that he's had a limited capacity.
Right. He can't jump.
No, he can't.
And whether it's fear or inability right now, he has compared to.
He dunked the first time, and then he went up for a second breakaway, and it was like, you almost rim stuffed yourself, buddy.
He's still finding his foot in a little bit.
Yeah, and it could it could be conditioning because it's hard to get like
basketball shape for sure.
Jumping and sprinting are two of the most strenuous activities that you can do. Like it's a full body work because you don't just jump with your legs. You jump with your whole body. Just like sprinting, you don't just sprint with your legs, you sprint with your whole body. They're intensive because they're explosive.
Right.
And it's hard to replicate that in any other way other than doing it and then having the fear associated with, one of the last times I jumped.
Right. I came down and
my year was done. Yeah. But, Quaintance, other than him, the only other person that I think even remotely on the Kentucky roster of this year could be a league player, and I'm not saying like a pro because a bunch of those guys are going to play overseas, right? They're high-level NCAA players. They're going to end up making money playing basketball somewhere. And for how long, it's up to them. Denzel Aberdeen, I think it's the only other person that's remotely close, and it only because he's a niche guy that could be turned into what I was hoping Chucky would end up as. And I don't know that. I don't know that he won't. But Denzel Aberdeen could end up as a 3-and-D guy. Chucky's got to become a much better shooter. Aberdeen is a better shooter than Chucky is.
Right.
Chucky's a better defender.
Oh, Yeah, I think that
Aberdeen might be quicker, and that can be.
Yeah, maybe.
But if he could figure out, Pat Beverly wasn't a great college player.
Right.
Aberdeen's probably a better college player than Pat Beverly was. Pat Beverly found his niche, worked his way into that job.
Right.
Just like there are plenty of guys that, PJ Tucker,
yeah.
right? Is there a ton of collegiate difference between PJ Tucker and Javon Hadley? Not really, but Tucker really, really, really became a shooter.
Yeah.
Really, which is what Hadley would have to do, and I don't know that he can.
I don't know.
I only think we probably only got one pro, one league guy, and it's Brown.
Right. Now
So
they have a terrific college player in Conwell.
Absolutely, and he might be a guy that could figure it out. But as of right now,
he's good on defense. Though.
He's
really good. He can shoot the ball whenever.
He shoots well. He's a bigger Chucky.
Well, I think
he's a bigger Chucky,
and I think they also this might translate more to the college game than the NBA.
He's a better shooter than Chucky.
Also true, but the leadership aspect, and that's what I think is solely lacking right now
at Kentucky.
Absolutely, and I mean, when the wheels come off, they fly off the car. They can't stop the bleeding, and I'm not just talking.
You watched it happen at Miami.
Yes.
You watched it happen at Miami. They spent a ton of money in the very beginning when they had the kid from Kansas State. He's somewhere else now. Oh man, Kenny Payne went after him for a little bit, and we just didn't have the money.
Poplar?
No, at guard. He's a guard.
No clue.
I don't know why.
I know who you're talking.
I don't know why I can't.
He's got a funny name.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't come up with his name right now.
Which actually, that's a good way. If you want to be part of the show, I think the best way to do that would probably be
commenting.
Just shoot us a tweet at Tanner V ESPN at Nicky V ESPN. Jenky, what's yours?
I'm off right now.
You're off right now.
I'm out of Twitter right now.
I was gonna say. I thought you were taking a little sabbatical.
We've taken a social media sabbatical.
Yeah, you're healthy.
It's good for the world.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to be part of the show, just tag Tanner and I, and we'll read some comments by all means. But I just think the lack of leadership on this UK team, I think, is really astounding. And also,
they had one point guard.
Yeah,
they had one. That's all.
The shoulder went out.
Yeah,
right. And you put all of it on low, and that's not a place it belonged. He was a fine player at Pitt.
But he was the best player at Pitt.
Right, but he wasn't a leader on the team. He was just the best player. There's a difference.
No, there's a difference.
That was a bad Pitt team.
I thought this was interesting.
They took a Pitt player and they thought the from the conference that they clowned on all year long and went, "Yep, we got this guy. He's going to be great." What? Because he switched jerseys?
I will say
he was terrible 6 months ago. What are we talking about?
UK, I know he's hurt. So he hasn't been super effective. But at least in terms of I'm not going to pretend like I can break down the X's and O's as good as a Coach Leaves can.
No.
Or, Pops is basketball Benny, Maven's a basketball Benny.
We're going to get Pops to come on and do some breakdown. That's what we need.
I hope so. That'd be a lot of fun.
We'll get him to make some eggplant parm.
Yeah, we'll get some sort of food that we'll tempt him with the food. So I'm not comfortable breaking down X's and O's. But I know a little bit about it, and I feel like eye test wise, the only two players in that Gonzaga game that really looked like they were playing with any effort after the first 2 minutes, right when there was a little bit of attrition. That because the first couple of minutes, the tip I was like, okay, they're playing with energy, and then Gonzaga knocked them back on their heels a little bit, and by the under 16, the wind was out of their sails. The only two players that I thought played with consistent energy was Jalen Lowe, who only played, I think, about 15 minutes, obviously hurt, and Colin Chandler.
Yeah.
And besides that, everybody else,
Chandler's a hustler.
He's a hustler. He's a fine college player.
Gym rat.
Gym rat. He's a high IQ guy.
Last guy out.
Henny player. Okay, let's get them all out there. But
Coach on the floor.
On the floor, exactly.
No, if he was, they wouldn't be struggling like this. I'll promise you that.
No. All jokes aside.
But Aberdeen, Owe especially, Like
he's been the biggest disappointment.
I mean, he should have gone to the. He should have stayed in the draft. What?
He's not an NBA player.
Well, I mean, his stock was pretty high last year.
He was going
He can't
second
shoot.
round, I think. But the only team that was linked to him was Sacramento Kings.
He can't shoot.
They tried to help him out and give him like, hey, you got to get better.
Which is why
shooting.
the freaking Louisville game was the perfect example of him jacking threes that buried them in that game.
And he looked like he worked on his shot this offseason, but the only problem was his shot
is broken.
Doctor was Lonzo Ball and Michael Kidd Gilchrist,
right?
Love child, and it's like
not
got this
good.
weird hitch to it now. It doesn't look. It doesn't look correct, and I like.
And it's such a slow release.
Yeah.
Like I feel like.
I don't know. I think
we talked about this today on the take. Mikkel's shot, it's not falling right now.
No.
For U of L, but at least it looks good. It does look good.
He is, but he's experiencing more defensive pressure right now than I think he's probably ever experienced. Right? Also, he played really high level basketball. He played in the under 18. You know, there are a lot of good players that he played against in practice. There are some that he played against globally, not a lot, some.
Right.
But the kids that he's playing against now, when he's playing against like a 22-year-old or a 23-year-old that is physically bigger and stronger than he is, like there's going to be a curve.
Yeah.
He's going to have some really amazing, like the Kentucky game. He's going to have some really amazing games.
But since the Kentucky game, his percentage has not been good. I do think part of it is, he's facing new pressure. He's adjusting to the college game.
Yep.
But some of his shot selection ain't great either. Like there's about 2 to 4 shots a game that I'm like, I don't know if that's...
It's that lottery pick confidence that he has, though. It's like, I can fucking do this.
He's still a terrific player, and he is what UK doesn't have right now. He can also get to the bucket.
And I give him...
I mean, how many times...
I mean, those dunks, bro.
How many times already this year when Louisville really needed a bucket to break the run?
He got to the bucket.
I mean,
he
and a lot of times, I mean... They broke it down. How many times he's doing it without a screen?
And Kentucky,
you give him 6 inches of space and he's gone.
And Kentucky doesn't have a guy that's.
No, that's where I thought Owe was going to.
Now I think Owe is a guy that should be able to do it if he wasn't worried about the fact that, listen, clearly you went and you were told that you needed to improve your shooting. Your shooting didn't get better, and then your shooting not getting better, you have to go back to playing your game because now it matters.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta. It kind of reminds me a little bit, to a lesser extent, of Montrez. Remember?
He comes back to try to prove that he can be a stretch 4 guy.
About 4 games in, everybody was like, "Trez, just dunk the ball.
Dunk the ball, buddy.
You're really, really good at dunking the ball, man."
And Owe is the same. Owe should be able to get to the bucket whenever he wants to. He's really that good at that. He's a big. I think he's 2'6". He's what 6'5", 6'6", 220. He's a big guy.
Dude, his brother's like an edge rusher for the Chargers right now. He was on the Ravens. So the broad shoulders, like the muscle genes are there, where like he could fly through the lane like Russell Westbrook out of Oklahoma City.
Russ couldn't shoot either.
No.
So there's a template for it.
And when he did it,
if you could be a distributor of the basketball also.
6'4", 220, around that.
He's a big guy, man. And speaking of 5 stars, with this run with Kentucky, right? Are they jeopardizing their crown jewel?
See, that's what
of next year.
The baby boy.
That's what
our baby boy.
What we've talked about off the air. I don't want to steal Tulio's thing.
We both agreed on it,
but we both agreed on it off air. We'll get to it in a sec. But this was something you wanted to bring up. So
I don't know. I don't know your take.
Can shine.
So whatever happened at Notre Dame, right? The high school in LA, right? I don't know what happened there. I didn't look into it real deep. I don't really care because he's a high school player.
Yeah,
right.
So whatever happened there, he switches schools. Now, when he goes to switch schools, clearly this kid's a EYBL, really high performer, number 1.
Right.
Like Nike kind of is guiding where he's going to go.
He was on the U19 team last summer.
Like they're guiding him
high schooler.
into what he wants to do, where he wants to go, and all that stuff. He ends up at Rainier in Seattle, Washington.
Hey, what school's close to that?
I believe it's Oregon.
Oh, about that.
Which is the Nike school, which might be clamoring for, hey, listen, we need some of this help here too. If you're going to look in the NIL world, if you're going to help us in football this way, help us in basketball too. I'm not saying he's going to Oregon. I'm not saying that this is going to push him in some direction. I'm saying that if Nike wanted him at Kentucky, there are an infinite amount of schools closer than Seattle, Washington.
Mm-hmm. Also true. Yeah.
To put him at. Like one of the bigger flagships, La Lumiere, is a Nike flagship, EYBL thing, and they could have put him there. It's 250 miles from here, so 340 miles from Lexington. It's outside of Chicago, it's a lot closer. Yeah. And on top of that, they could have put him in any school in Indianapolis, which would have put him against some of the best high school basketball players in the country, because everybody knows Indiana's better as high school basketball players. They just are. I don't know what to tell you. More of them make it to the NBA per capita than anywhere else, other than they're on par with California.
California's huge.
Right. There's almost the same amount of actual players in the NBA from Indiana as from California. And California is another one of the hotbed states.
Yes.
Indiana does basketball, right?
Indiana basketball.
Absolutely. But I can't remember the kid's name at Indiana right now, the freshman that's from Santa Claus, which I don't know why Blank's not talked about.
Wait, Trey Kaufman something?
No, he's from Silver Creek. He's at Purdue. No, there's I remember he's number 11. I'm going to coach talk this one. No, player 11 over there. But he's a great player, and if IU ever figures out how to fix their relationship with Indianapolis and the money that they have, again, when all this NIL stuff.
Trent Sisley. Oh my God, that was. I knew that.
I'm pretty sure he was a Heritage Hills guy, which is Jay Cutler's territory.
Yes, because I heard Blank mention Jay Cutler and that name in the same paragraph, and I was like, why is Jay Cutler being brought up?
Because Jay Cutler was the dude.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding. Jay Cutler's the same age as me. Jay Cutler was the fucking dude.
Darts on the sideline.
He was a better baseball player. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
He's throwing in 2000, in 99, 2000, he's throwing 92, 95 as a high school player. He's got a cannon, and he's a great high school hitter. So, whatever. Y'all can hate on Jay Cutler all you want.
I love him.
But
That's my guy.
The dude was a freak.
What was the episode of The League where they try to get his wife's
milk
to get to their baby?
Kristen Cavallari.
Baby Cutler.
Yeah.
A Cutler baby.
Yeah.
But to the Stokes stuff that me and Nick were talking about, between is UK losing Stokes or is Stokes – now, this is my point of what does Stokes want to be at UK,
right,
seeing what's going on with the $22 million roster that doesn't look like it's working out, and then does UK even want to deal with Stokes? Because you mentioned before, you just switched schools. There's the behavioral issues. Yet again, we're not going to pretend we're deep diving into the investigation of that.
Yeah.
But you were bringing up, there's no leadership. No one they look like they hate each other.
You can't put a freshman into something like that.
No,
you can't. Because he's not mentally
mature to be
right.
Because he might be I'm number one and be like, hey,
Michael Brown's a unique player. Kid from Kansas, 22. The freshman.
Peterson.
Peterson.
Yeah, Darren.
Unique freshman, right? Right? Unique freshman that is his mental part of the game. The way he approaches everything is totally different than what we are being told, because nobody's watching, but we're being told about Tyran Stokes. Not that he's not a great player, but there's some people struggle with success.
Well, and
some people, it's hard to be the best.
And I know this was something that a lot of when it comes down to blue and red, got kind of thrown in the face of, well, you're just smoking the copium. Yeah. But the idea that there was a character issue.
Right.
And that juice wouldn't be worth the squeeze. I think right now, if things hold true and Louisville continues the upward trajectory that it's on, I feel like you can have a sample size that says, okay, they're smart with their money.
Right.
I'm terrible with my money. Jeanette is great with her money. Insert your own jokes there. But like, you know, I mean, $8 million.
She goes to?
$8 million. She's
got a great bank.
is going further right now than 22. It seems like.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that kind of, you can take that sample size a little bit and maybe that can amplify the idea that Louisville definitely does their due diligence and make sure that these players are fits and juice is worth the squeeze. Now,
absolutely.
At the time when Louisville lost out on it, everyone was
Stokes and Kinney.
Stokes and Kinney. And let's not forget also. I mean, you could throw in a Nate Ament in there too, because they were really high on him.
Nate Ament, though, I think having Michael Brown kept us from having Nate Ament.
I think that's fair, but I'm just saying top level guys that Louisville has been in on, and they haven't been able to follow up the success of Michael Brown with another 5-star lottery type like generational player. And I know those guys don't grow on trees, and I know that Michael Brown is special because Louisville. I mean, UK was lousy with him. With UK, as they would say in the 20s. I mean, they would every year they would have 1, 2, sometimes even 3 Michael Browns on their roster.
Yep.
And that's what made this year so special because suddenly, what's the Michael from The Office? The tides have turned.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like suddenly,
well, how the tables have turned.
Yeah, how the table exactly. Thank you. That's how it was this year, the rivalry game. But I think that U of L fans were kind of myself included, were kind of latching on to the idea, okay, we didn't get him, but maybe it's for the best. And unfortunately, you know, then when the stuff comes out about I don't want to say he's a head case. He sounds just like a kid.
Right, he's a kid.
Yeah, he's a kid.
It's hard.
And he's a very successful kid.
It's hard to be successful and if you don't have anybody that has been successful around you, no one can help you figure it out.
Right.
Like, and I don't think there's been any serious members that have had success from that Stokes family.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speak to that because I don't know. But yeah,
unless they had a different last name coming out of Louisville.
No, but like,
right?
Look, Donovan Mitchell, I think, was super successful when he had a family that was around professional sports.
I mean, his dad was a great baseball player.
The kid sounded. I remember calling him for Louisville Sports Live when he had just signed. Or, he had just announced that he was coming to Louisville, and Ethan doing what he does. God bless him. He's great. I always say this, Ethan Moore, like, I think I'm pretty good at getting guests. Been doing it for 10 years. Ethan Moore is the best producer at ESPN Louisville.
Yeah.
Like, that guy, like, the guests that he's been able to get and track down, shout out to you, Ethan Moore. LSL every Wednesday on 93.9 Ville. Taylor Lynch sucks, but Ethan Moore's great. I'm just kidding, Taylor. We love you too. But even though he hates the Browns. No.
That's a whole nother conversation.
But Donovan sounded like a pro. He was a senior in high school. And I called him on the phone, and I was like, "Yo, this kid's different." And I'm saying that's like a reflection of when you have somebody that is in your family that knows
if your family doesn't have it, right? Being able to put the family knowing that they need to be put in front of somebody like that,
right? Being
able to like, hey, I recognize something in my child. And other people are recognizing it too. Now I need to make sure that he can handle that.
Right.
So
yeah, no, it's definitely
here. We're gonna pop those in the freezer real quick.
I would say,
just in case.
We are the Gas Bags. He's Jason Jenkins. I'm Nick Valvano. That's Tanner Bruttomesso over there. We haven't done this in a while. We appreciate you guys joining us again. Hopefully, we can do this on a semi-regular basis. We talk a little sports, talk a little nonsense, smidgen of pop culture. There's always some sort of food rating.
Oh yeah, I love food.
It's not quite. It gets a little mukbangy, isn't that what it's called? Like when people do the eating and it's like
on camera.
On the camera. So there is going to be some smacking, some slurping, a little licking, and it's just. I mean, that's Thursday night for Jenky, but that's what we'll be doing a little bit later on. But going back to the Stokes discussion, you bring up him going to the high school is UK losing him. Tanner brought up something that we both kind of agree on.
Yeah.
That is he the right fit for UK?
Right. Are they going to want to spend that money after this right now? Are they going to want to invest that? Is Mark Pope going to be, I got to get this home run?
That's where I'm gonna say I agree with Tulio with the whole, is the juice worth the squeeze? Because there's talent on this UK team, and I'm going to relate this back to IU maybe a little bit later. But there's no chemistry.
I mean, Malachi Moreno is they have two great freshmen now.
Yes.
They have two great freshmen. They just they can't play at this level and lead themselves. They're not those kind of freshmen.
Well, no, there isn't an alpha in the locker room. There isn't any of that. And if you bring in a guy that is a successful player that
it doesn't look like Pope is an alpha either.
There's that.
I haven't seen that.
There's that aspect of it too.
The punching of the chalkboard last year, where it was like, hey, this guy actually has a little anger in him, and now it's like you just suffered a worse loss than Kenny Payne did at Louisville, quote unquote. I don't remember whose article it was, but it was the worst coaching hire of all time.
Absolutely,
in front of Billy Gillespie,
100% worse.
And he had a worse loss that
100%.
when I think it was Yolok, shout out Yolok, he joined the UK postgame show. He brought up it was a bigger loss than Kenny Payne ever experienced. And I literally said it on the roundtable. I had to go through
all the games
to go, holy crap.
That's exactly true.
Wow.
Yeah, granted, Gonzaga is a little bit better than maybe some of the teams that that U of L was losing to. I'm not being a Kenny Payne apologist. Calm down, Sofer.
He definitely is.
He's going to pull the plug. Click.
I'm not.
Disconnect.
I'm not.
All right, back to the gas bags. Here it is. Janky, your boy, and Tanner Bruttomesso. Nick's
Get
gone.
Nick out of there.
No, I promise I'm not doing that. But it is a horrendous loss. The only thing I would say is I think maybe if you're a UK fan.
You think they have a players only meeting?
I think they need that. They need something. But if you're a UK fan, I've been noticing, and still come from the temple of let the cake bake. We'll see. If things keep trending the way they're going, I definitely agree with the take that Andy had that year 3, the seat's going to be pretty hot for
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And right now,
God forbid he has don't win 20 games this year. Right. Have a rough start next year. Holy crap!
God. No, it's gonna. And if they can continually get blown out, and Strebel was telling me this off the air, they're scoring less and less each game.
Yeah, I brought that up.
Yeah,
and it's not
in the Power 4 games.
In the Power 4 games, yeah. Sorry.
And not that I believe the SEC is head and shoulders above everybody else. Not that I really believed it last year, but everything just kind of fell in their direction a couple of times, and it made them look really good.
I do think they were pretty good, but
they were good. I'm not saying they weren't good. I'm just saying.
But I mean, when you beat everybody when you have a really good non-conference showing,
15-2 against the ACC in the challenge, it's one of those things where everything fell in one direction, and from that moment on, it was just coronation.
It was
right.
It was kind of hard to rewrite the narrative.
Like they're good, but were they that good, or was that just were there enough of those small moments where you go, okay? And sometimes that happens, right? Like there it happens in football where a team gets hot and just rolls, right? Or where teams just fall completely through the floor out of nowhere. Like you're watching one right now professionally, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Right? Like that happens. So, but do I believe that the SEC is that much better? No. But do I believe Kentucky's going to absolutely struggle through that? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's.
Yeah, I do.
They're not losing these games close. Like, I mean,
James P. Sullivan just tackled Saquon Barkley behind us, and I thought that was really hilarious. Just go back. That distracted the hell out of me.
To the UK fan, I'm noticing a lot of, and maybe it's just getting echoed by the red guys on Twitter.
Right.
Saying, ha, 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 you ran off this guy.
Yeah.
And now that...
Rummage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a perfect example.
I love it.
But now that Cal is not at your rival anymore, Now people are a little bit more comfortable letting their hair down, going, "Oh, thank God we don't have to play that guy."
No, 100%.
Like,
Jesus Christ, I was tired of that.
He had his issues, but he dominated the rivalry. There's no other way to put it.
Yep.
And he still has Louisville's number.
Yeah.
So
and I'll tell you what he didn't have was Louisville's number when he was at Memphis.
Woo! Got him there.
That's a good point.
Yep.
And maybe we can get to a little Memphis preview later on. But no, I just feel like, tell me if I'm wrong here, guys. Maybe I'm just in the echo chamber and everything, but I'm noticing a lot of buyer's remorse right now from UK fans.
Yeah.
With like, oh God, this is the guy we brought in to replace Cal. Cal drove us crazy. And Cal, I think it was maybe the right time. I could hear the argument that it was time
to move on.
Not for him to retire, but for him to move on, go to.
He'd done this long enough at one spot. It's really tough.
Yeah, the relationship
really tough.
The relationship was a little fractured between him and Barnhart. Like, it just seemed
the change in the climate caused it too.
Yeah.
Right. Like, you go from not NIL to where, we're just literally paying players in shoeboxes to now we got to talk about paying players. Right. Like, that's a completely different game.
Kentucky Jones.
Right.
But I feel like.
Well, look back. If you rewind to the coach search,
what
was it?
The big boy coach search?
Big boy. Not piddly far around coach search.
Big boy coach search.
So Calipari leaves in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Right? And then it was the number 8 year, $100 million towards Hurley. Hurley says no. Then it's Scott Drew.
Yep.
Then it's the Mexican restaurant. The UK fan tracks one down. Insanity.
Unreal.
That was the first time I went, you know what? Kentucky,
you guys are crazy.
You guys are nuts.
Yeah.
And Cal told you guys, you guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Then it was that, and to this day, I still think Drew. I don't think he might have taken the job, but it definitely weirded him out. Like,
right.
Fuck.
I'm just eating fucking tacos.
I just want a goddamn burrito. Like,
it didn't make it easy.
And then after that.
I don't remember if they came for a visit. I don't remember if that visit went all that well either.
No.
I think they freaked his wife out.
I think it went by pretty quickly. I remember it was in and out. That plane was back in wherever the hell. Waco.
If she's in Lexington, right? The only super place she can go is to Atlanta. In Waco, you can just go to Dallas.
Yeah.
It's right down the road.
And I feel like after the Drew stuff happened, it was like Pope's candidate, Pope's hired.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Stein thing, but it was a little bit different. Stein was like, brought this guy in. Hartline might come. Okay, we just signed the dotted line with Stein.
I got a
Mitch
whole thing
moves
about
quick.
that too. I got a whole thing about that.
But I feel like they kind of, maybe they did it like, all right, we swung and miss on Hurley. I said it from the beginning. Hurley's not leaving Connecticut. He's never left the East Coast.
Yeah.
Drew.
Should have got the other Hurley.
How well would that go with a former Duke player at UK? Holy shit!
I mean, it's
maybe better. He might be tougher on these guys.
It's on par with what they did in football.
Yeah.
That's pull from your rival.
That's a good.
Listen,
point.
if you can't beat them,
take
what they have and try to make you look like them. Right?
So in that case,
it's not even join them, it's just emulate.
Louisville should have
hired. You hear that, Peyton Siva? You're going. You're going to be a cat.
Let's not.
I'm just kidding. Just joking.
Whoa.
I don't think Siva would do that. I don't think Barnhart would have even entertained it. Maybe.
Doesn't having Stokes, though, if you're a UK fan, remind you of those halcyon days?
Absolutely, with Cal.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's... I mean, right now,
they had two 5-stars this year, though.
They'd be so blind to it.
But
it's number one. It's
5 stars are great.
This,
but it's also he's the number one guy.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, this is,
and he's a hometown Louisville kid. He's not.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's absolutely not. He's absolutely not losing the number one ranking because he's playing no one.
Yeah. We talked that
he's going to be balling out.
Yeah, he's playing absolutely no one in the Northwest right now.
That's
none.
Seba's old territory, right?
It is. He was at Franklin, I believe.
I won't even pretend.
I believe it's Franklin.
Seba,
actually, so Rainier
was
at T-Will was at Rainier.
T-Will was at Rainier.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought
they have a ton of NBA guys. Like Ryan Anderson, Jamal Crawford, Nate
Jamal's
Robinson.
coaching him, right?
I think so.
That's crazy. I mean, hey, at least he has a pro guy in his ear to be like.
I mean, he could have picked a better one.
6-man. I think
yeah, but
he had a very long, a grande cup of coffee in the NBA.
A grande cup of coffee.
I'm not saying he was a bad.
Cup of coffee.
I'm not saying he was a bad player.
I think you are. Don't.
I'm thinking about.
Don't downplay Crossover's career because that guy.
No, I agree.
Very special.
But I'm talking about
6-man a year.
I'm talking just about character stuff. I never thought of Jamal Crawford. Not that I thought of him as a bad player or as a character problem, but I didn't see him as like a standout leader, be the shining example. And I think if the kid's stumbling and trying to find his way, you might need a shining example.
He has dealt with the biggest a-hole, quote unquote, in Chris Paul in his LA days, though.
I got it.
Listen, there.
I mean, Chris Paul's probably a lunatic.
Oh, he has to be.
There's not been any. There was either no talk about Chris Paul or bad talk about Chris Paul as a player, as a teammate. So I think the only people he really got along with are the people he never played with.
Yeah,
hanging out with Carmelo and
Ron. Banana boat. Yeah, we were talking about that.
The only people that liked him.
Yeah. Me and Spencer were talking about man, he got waived, and I was like, I liked him just because of the banana boat days. Because I'm a Heat fan, big Dwayne Wade fan, and like that came out when Melo was in New York and we had the Heatles going on.
Yeah.
And it was Chris Paul, and I was like, I like that guy. And then
those are the only friends that he had were ones that were on his team.
Oh no!
Only friends he had were on his team.
I really wanted it to be a New York Knick,
it didn't work out. They didn't want it.
But back to UK and U of L and the locals. Something I just noticed, and it brings us to something that we talked about on the take today. Who do you think has a higher ceiling? Now that we've seen U of L play against both UK and IU and UK are playing this weekend. I think UK right now is 31 in the net and IU is 32. I think. Actually,
I mean, UK was at one when we played them. They were like 1-3 or something, or one. So they were way up there.
I want to double check this, but I'm fairly.
Are you saying the ceiling for IU or UK?
Yeah, we talked about it on the UK.
They went down 16-0 and were able to come together as a unit. And
UK
came back within 4 of us. Okay, so hold on.
And
we missed 31.
We missed 7 straight free throws.
32. So what we were talking about on the take today, I think UK has the better talent, but I mean it's a very Indiana-looking Indiana team.
I mean, there's a lot of whites on there.
There's a lot of whites on that team. Yeah. If you watch enough IU basketball,
we've got a full-on mullet running free on IU.
It'll race your credit.
Did you hear Blank this morning?
Did you hear Tino? Tino said as a barber watching that kid drove me crazy. Shout out Tino the barber. That's a great line. That's a great line. No, what did Blank say?
He said, and I was trying to send it to you guys. He said he was flopping his ass everywhere.
Oh, that's right.
Through the slide tackle,
Yeah, he was. But
we're talking about number 2, right?
5. I realized that he was trying to say his ass was he was flopping. He was being a flopper, but it sounded like he was flopping his ass on everything.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the wrong organization of those words, Blake.
I was going to say, he's twerking out there, I guess.
Yep.
But, with that said, who do you think has the higher ceiling this year? And are both teams tournament teams? Is one team a tournament team? Or neither one of them tournament teams?
Kentucky's not going to get excluded. They're going to play. They're going to play in what they're considering to be the best conference still, right? Like they're still going to, and they have some elite teams, right? Which is cool. They going to get in on that.
But they're going to have to beat some of these teams.
No, and they will. Let's not kid ourselves. They are gonna be okay, but okay's not
UK
the Kentucky standard.
Well, what I mean, last year they were they finished 6th in the SEC, made it to a Sweet 16. Pretty solid year for I think Mark Pope in what was an all-time year, whether deserving or not. The metrics said that the SEC was
better.
Was fantastic. I mean, it was fantastic.
The best
broke the record
of all
for
time.
teams in the tournament. You know, and so they might have lost collectively a little bit of their fastball this year, but still the top conference in the game. But they're going to have to get a couple of wins, and I kind of wonder. I mean, yes, and we've talked about this on the take. You can't ignore the injuries. You can't ignore Mo Diabate being out.
Correct.
I mean, a high ankle sprain. I had that with hockey. That thing is lingering.
Can you get a low ankle sprain in hockey?
I think you can.
Or is the boot too tight?
I think
it matters on how tight you tie it.
I feel like you can any sport you can get a low ankle sprain, but yeah,
like you get a certain divot in the ice. That thing could just go.
I just feel like I feel like you're.
It's more knee than anything.
I feel like it'd be hard to get an ankle sprain in hockey because I mean I put on skates before. I put on hockey skates before. They are very supportive.
They are very supportive.
You get a kid when you're moving on a slash you in the ankle though. You tell me how good that feels.
Well, I mean, when you're moving on a blade, right? You got to have a lot of support above it. Mm-hmm. So,
well, if you're like me, who's a bender, as we call it in hockey, and when you're trying to forecheck a player from Xavier and take a bad angle and skate into the boards, and your blade gets stuck. And then it rotates your foot.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not treacherous out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I could just skate better, I probably would have prevented that. But that injury hurt like hell, and it took. Shout out Fred Hina for helping me get healthy to finish my super senior season. But I'm saying a high ankle sprain is a lingering one. Mo Diabate is week to week.
Right.
I mean, Jalen Lowe is trying. He's playing, but he's still banged up. I mean. There was a lot of discussion at whether or not
don't play at all.
I feel like he's one more jostle of his shoulder from having to get surgery and being out for the year.
He wasn't even doing contact practices before the Gonzaga game. Yeah. And then it was like, he's playing. And I was like, are we sure?
And I know the narrative has been JQ's the recovery has been ahead of schedule and everything like that. And he did kind of dress for the Gonzaga game.
I heard that somewhere too. Case and Pryor.
Yeah.
I kept hearing that, like, oh, he's going to be ready. He's going to be ready.
He's not ready.
He's still not ready. I think
like we said, that was a year.
Right.
And Quaintance is at 6 months?
Yes.
7
That happened conference tournament?
I think so.
Arizona State?
Yeah.
So I do think the injuries are something that you can't completely ignore. But at the same time, with their lack of just everything. Lack of hustle, lack of offensive production. They cannot shoot.
Maybe not the shooting, but the effort and the way that they defend is going to change. It is going to change because it's going to have to. These players aren't there to ruin potential. Right? They're going to realize where they're at. They're going to realize what they need to do, and they will then change. Now, I think that Pope is the hardest part about that because he doesn't feel like you said the super intense guy.
No, say what you will about Cal. He would rattle some cages.
Absolutely,
and he might not have.
And he didn't have any cryptic press conferences.
Yeah,
but still lingered.
But he's firm, and you realize that you're playing for a guy that is the, one of the. He's a Hall of Fame guy. He's gonna carry some gravitas. The people on his staff are gonna carry some gravitas, right?
Right.
Even if it's Kenny Payne mumbling somewhere. So
gotta fight.
Yeah, but the whole Pat Kelsey on a day-to-day basis is like one of the most intense human beings on the fucking planet.
That's why I think Striebel hates him so much.
I mean, maybe.
Well, okay. Andy's brought this up. He said he thinks PK has a little Cal in him. And I also kind of wonder if that is what fuels Striebel's
hatred.
The fact that I think there's so many different facets to it. First off, he beat you.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Second off, he
won't admit he's a good coach.
He won't admit, but he's going to bend the knee. I think he's going to bend the knee by the end of the year.
He almost did it on the postgame show.
God forbid we're a Final Four team.
Oh, it's going to be.
It'll hurt him.
And
I like
through.
Oh no, we all
let's get through the first tournament game.
Yeah, no, but
I don't
that's
like
true.
I don't like doing that.
Well, let's count our chickens. Or don't count our chickens before they hatch. I completely. You can tell my family's from New York. I'm not good with with farm references.
Colloquial.
Okay, random question. Before we get to some ice cream sandwiches, and we can talk a little football because I know you had something about Will Stein.
Oh yeah.
But did you ever have chickens?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's like you just strike me as a guy that would have chickens, and I say that like
chickens, cows, pigs, goats, horses, all of it.
Okay. You're not like a country boy.
No, not really. But
yeah, no, you're not. I mean, we're in North Sea for God's sake right now.
Right.
But like,
I will say this. I got it. I'm not bougie at all. And I realized saying that while we're sitting in Norton Commons, and
disco ball.
Yeah, and I'm driving a Cadillac, right? Like, listen, I got it. Like, having a Cadillac, giving my wife a Porsche, like I got it. I'm trending towards those things, but I'm not that person. I am a hillbilly
with a little bit of money.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm still dirty most of the time. I'm a mechanic for a chemical company. I'm filthy a lot of times, man.
I get my hands dirty.
Yeah,
I get paid pretty well.
Yeah, I did.
Well, so. I mean, but Tulio is from. He's a masshole. Like I know he didn't have chickens. No. Like
I mean, there's people with chickens up there. They like eggs.
I didn't like in Delaware, maybe, but like there are some rednecks in Delaware.
There are rednecks in New York. There are rednecks
upstate. Yeah, but
listen, there are rednecks everywhere.
The craziest thing we got is wild.
What do you think? What do you think's in Vermont and Maine, bro?
That's true, but I lived in Connecticut. Like
I got it.
There are way less rednecks in Connecticut. There are rednecks.
Well, it's just because it's small.
They're like our rednecks are Guidos. Like right. Like I mean, those are the people that are revving their cars and jacking them up and everything like that. Like I mean, Tulio, I don't right. I mean, our colorful characters are typically more towards
more.
White trash is all over the place, bro.
Yes. White trash everywhere. Is definitely all over the place. The more and more you go up in New England, like Vermont, New Hampshire, that's where you get the country boys, the farm.
Oh yeah, upstate New York too. A little bit of Maine as well. But no, you just struck me as a guy who I don't know if it's the show up the guns, man. I don't know if it's like the you just strike me as a protein guy, but I was just like, I bet Jenky.
I've eaten an egg.
Good ass eggs growing up. Like you just struck me as a guy with good ass eggs, man.
Yeah. Well, no,
that was a dead fish. Wow, I just fucking threw a.
That was one way to put it. Yeah, you got good ass eggs.
Good ass eggs.
Good ass eggs.
Why are you talking about Mrs. Jenkins like that?
You got a bunch of kids. The wife can produce excellence. It's mostly her. Let's be honest. The only thing I'm bringing is a mean determination not to die. That's basically it. She's the smart one.
So we just established Jenky's a very fertile man. So.
Yeah. Well, I was. We can't do that no more. But between us, we got 5. So we had to kill that because it was not the last one was really easy. So we were gonna have to fix me because I would never ask. That's a relapse surgery over there, man.
Maybe you just get a little
snippy
snip. Like this. There we go. All right. So how do we segue from that? Do we do ice cream sandwiches?
Ice cream sandwiches. We can.
And then we talk.
What flavor do you want to do?
Will Stein. What are the 3?
There's strawberry, brown sugar, and chocolate.
All right. Let's go with.
I just threw in.
I feel like strawberry and brown sugar are like the 2 most classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. And I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think any chocolate flavored Pop-Tart. It's better.
Well, we had the Pop-Tart thing too.
Oh,
we've done this. We did Pop-Tarts. We just didn't have ice cream sandwich ones. This one, I thought I was grabbing strawberry, but I grabbed brown sugar, which is fine.
I kind of wanted to start with that.
So
I'm gonna walk in front of the camera and throw us in.
So
let me get the box and I'll put it in front of the camera. Oh, there's 3 in a box?
There's 4.
Oh, 4 in a box.
Yep, there's 4.
So there you go.
And the only place I can find them at is the Wally World. So if you're looking for these, the Wally World.
You hear that?
I didn't see them at Meyer. I didn't see them at Kroger. Yeah.
Not the Publix?
Not at the Publix either.
Not at the Publix.
Nope.
No. How many pub subs have you had? Because I didn't realize how close you were to that.
Not a ton. I will tell you something that they're pizza.
Holy shit.
They're pizza.
Pizza?
They're pizza.
I've never had their pizza. Love the pub sub. All right, so
I like that.
So we have about so your own jokes here. About 3 inches. It's about a 3-inch sandwich.
She's thick.
Which is huge.
Yeah. Which is definitely above average. I don't care what they tell you.
Yep.
Good smatter, good cracker, or I guess Pop-Tart.
Yeah, pastry-ish.
Pastry to cream ratio.
Yep.
Let's give it a bite.
Damn.
Wow. That's
so I've recently become more of a fan of these, of the brown sugar cinnamon.
Yeah, okay, because you and
I wasn't big on them before.
I'd buy these.
In the last year, I've started to migrate towards, hey, these aren't bad.
I would buy these tonight.
Hot though.
Yeah.
Hot.
I think you and I had a similar take on the brown sugar Pop-Tarts. Like, we don't hate them, but some people lose their ever-loving minds over them.
I
don't want to say they're polarizing. I think they're more polarizing flavors.
Most divisive. I think it's the most divisive flavor.
Huh?
Absolutely.
You
You either love it or you hate it.
Dude,
Where's the garbage?
Right now.
I think you either. Yeah, maybe it is polarizing because I'm trying to come up with a flavor that is more polarizing.
You either love this, or you either love cinnamon brown sugar, or you hate it. So
230 calories a sandwich.
Yep. Which isn't terrible. It's not great though.
The texture is fantastic.
No, I think
it's a little sandwich.
I think the pastry part of it is enough like an ice cream cone.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like the drumsticks.
Mm-hmm.
It's just close enough.
But it also feels Pop-Tarty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It has little dimples in the top. It kind of has. It's not flaky.
Ready to go.
It's not flaky, but you know how that Pop-Tart kind of has that crumbly but sturdy texture? Is that you know what I'm saying? It does kind of feel that way. This is outstanding.
I give it an 8.5 and days until Christmas. I don't want to erase this though because I know your daughter would be upset.
Oh yeah, she loves
very well
popping
done.
that up there in the morning. So instead of getting up and like coming out here and brushing her hair and eating her breakfast, she's like, I gotta fix the days till Christmas sign. I'm like, no, you don't. It's the least important thing we got going on right now, child. Brush your hair.
Hey,
Where are your socks at?
That I was going in to with some pretty high hype. Go Junior, Gojo, love these things. Anybody else? I follow a lot of food reviewers.
Yeah,
on Twitter. They all said it was outstanding.
Good.
I think it lived up to the hype.
Yeah,
I like that was really solid.
Tanner's about right. 8.
I said 8. Yeah, 8.5. Because I just know I'm gonna like the strawberry one more.
I like the strawberry ones.
That's my go-to regular Pop-Tart.
Here's the thing. Like I'm with you. Like there's other Pop-Tarts I like better than the strawberry Pop-Tart, but the strawberry Pop-Tart has never let me down.
Nope.
And it's good cold.
Always consistent.
It's good toasted. It's good room temperature.
Yep.
My take is the chocolate Pop-Tarts
has to be cold or hot. Hot too.
But
room temperature is terrible.
In my opinion, they are so much better cold than they are that's the elite form.
The only one that I like at room temperature that is like your dessert like Pop-Tart is the s'mores.
I agree.
That's
I
it
agree
though.
with that.
Because the rest
s'mores is my favorite.
The chocolate one, the chocolate one just I don't know. I'm just it either has to be hot or cold, and I don't even love them cold. I like them hot.
See, I love them
ooey
cold.
And gooey, baby.
I love them cold. I will say, for a flavor that isn't my favorite, brown sugar.
Yeah,
but it's grown on me as I got older.
That was
my
good.
Grandma's favorite. She would always buy them. She either bought the brown sugar or the double fudge, and the double fudge I think is more polarizing because that's nobody's favorite. But brown sugar
Yeah, but
people
right,
feel like it's either
you either love it or it's way down the list.
I
don't think there's a lot of middle people on the brown
sugar. I feel like the double fudge is like the chocolate or the black jelly bean flavor. But all right, so we're gonna do strawberry next.
So yeah, for me, I personally disagree with us going to the Boca Raton Bowl. It's
First of all, I love it.
I know, no. At first,
I love the idea of Boca.
This is the best. Oh, right.
Yeah,
that's what apparently Jeff Brom's wife did also say. Like, I love Boca.
I love Boca,
but also one of the things
there's nothing but old people there.
The best part about it was it's not the best bowl game that my girlfriend had to read because she was like, "Oh, I guess we're going to the Boca Bowl," and I was like, "Shit!" Like, thought we would have a better one than that, maybe a little bit.
Well, I mean, the opponent Toledo, kind of. No offense.
That's the killer.
Yeah.
Not the location of the game.
I don't disrespect the MAC. That's the People's Conference. That's the People's Conference. You play on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. You're for the people, because that's the
This is good.
main day that's not football related, and they make it football related.
This one's good.
This one's good.
But
good.
To the Boca stuff,
cheap flights too, bro.
Cheap flights. It does help people go there. It was the fact how my girlfriend learned about the name. She's like, "We're in the Bush's Bowl for the beans," and I was like, "Oh yeah, when you have when you don't have the best season, you get the funnier names of a bowl
which should be
Bowl,
which should
have been in the Pop-Tart Bowl for Nick's sake."
I think like the Duke's Mayo Bowl, the Bush's Beans Bowl should be the same. You should get covered in Bush's baked beans.
They used to do that.
I don't know why they would not continue to do that.
This year they said they're not going to do it for some reason.
What?
Damn woke liberals. I got it.
Yeah, no. After
woke bullshit is that?
After
you can't even Biden. You know what? Actually, Biden would have dumped the beans. I'm just kidding. He might have spilled the beans. Hey, how you doing? Okay, something I noticed about the ice cream sandwiches, by the way. Tulio, if you haven't eaten all yours yet, go up to the camera. This one, the strawberry one, has a little bit of frosting and sprinkles on the actual pastry part.
Where am I?
In front of you there, bud. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if people can see that. The brown sugar one was just smooth, but it didn't have frosting on it like the Pop-Tart did. It was just a smooth cracker.
Yeah, this was more like the Pop-Tart with ice cream smashed in between.
This tasted more like the Pop-Tart.
Great product.
Yep.
And I will say, really good, but I think I like the brown sugar just a skosh more. I'm going to say brown sugar's 8.25. Strawberry is an 8.
9.
Like, it's really
9.
See, now I'm kind of going back and forth between wanting to switch them because this
Steven Stamkos 9.1.
Wow.
Hockey reference no one ever understands unless you're a Predators fan.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to switch those scores because this one tasted more like a Pop-Tart.
Right?
And the strawberry, like that first ice cream sandwich, I think tasted really good, but it didn't really remind me of a Pop-Tart.
Yep.
Like it had like similar texture, but that tastes like the strawberry icing. Also,
ice cream sandwich.
If you look in there, on
it's
the
not
box,
a Pop-Tart. It's a Pop-Tart
ice cream sandwich. It has strawberry ice cream, but it's also basically a strawberry
the jelly.
Pop-Tart.
The right kind of jelly.
It has the jelly in there too. That tasted like a Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich. So because of that, I will give that a higher score. That's an 8.5. The other one's an 8.25.
So the Boca Bowl, the Bush's baked beans. It's
just going for the third one.
It's played.
They're good, but also I have to.
It's played in FAUs.
So I'm gonna try and get these out of my system as quickly as possible.
And I would love to go to it.
The Boca Bowl?
Right. My son.
You went to the Miami game, right?
No, we did. I'm not going.
All right.
My son
will be there.
is interested in FAU as a school.
Oh, okay.
So like
baseball player.
For me, the idea of being able to go there and get a first introduction into FAU, because let's be honest, he wants to play baseball. He wants to play baseball at a high level.
And damn it, he wants to have fun in school.
And he wants to do it in Florida.
I mean, don't blame him.
FAU, go Owls.
Hey, he also said Florida Gulf Coast.
Oh,
Dog City.
Yep.
It was
Lob City.
Oh, Lob City, yeah. And they have a great club hockey team.
Yeah. But listen, we
set a flashback of that.
We stumbled, right? We stumbled. We had our problems. Listen, I have a problem with the UK game.
Okay, the UK football game?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean 41-0 with a bunch of.
He wanted 59.
No, here's my problem. Where was that game plan in the previous 3 games? I'm not saying that
without game all your running backs and stuff.
Listen, I don't think. Oh, okay. Jack Plummer year, right? Everybody wants to give Jack Plummer he's got a cannon comment, right? He's got a great arm. Listen, he had some long completions. I also saw him underthrow a ton of them.
Oh, yeah.
The receivers had to stop the routes to catch the ball. Now, was it still 40 yards down the field? Yeah, it was, but it wasn't a great throw.
Yeah.
The receiver made it great. Actually, I think we underestimated who Jamari Thrash really is as a collegiate receiver. So, really good. Did a lot of stuff for Plummer that I don't think if we didn't have him, it wouldn't have looked as good. However, in that year, how many pass plays do you think we ran? What's your guess? I will tell you that
it was a more run-heavy team.
533 in runs to 400 passes. That's a good gap, right? You had Jawar Jordan, you had Isaac Garendo, right? Yeah, last year, we had the emergence of Isaac Brown.
Announced over the speaker was Isaac Garendo.
Yeah,
that was when he had a big run or a touchdown. So it was my favorite name to ever be heard.
The next year, right, we have the emergence of Isaac Brown, which was good.
Right.
But we also have Tyler. We also have Shuck, right? Guess what? Shuck was a clearly better quarterback than the two other Brom quarterbacks, right? Yeah, absolutely better. He's playing on Sunday. He's successful on Sunday.
Won me money. Thank you,
He's
Tyler.
adapting really well into that process, and he might actually look like a freaking starting quarterback, right? Now, is he going to be a great one? Okay, maybe not, but he could be. So, in the idea of we had a better quarterback, almost dead even. I think it was one off. I think we were one more pass play than we were run play that year. Justifiable, right? Because you had the quarterback to do it with. When we realized, and I think Brom knew it earlier, when we realized that Miller Moss was a limited quarterback.
Yeah, and he tried to scheme around him.
Why were we so pass heavy when we had such a good running back room? And I realized that did we really know what we had in Braxton Jennings? Is he going to be able to do that all the time? Sean Boykins, can he do that all the time? Right. Maybe not. But you could have done them in spells, and you could have run. You could have run when Isaac gets 100, 120 yards and a touchdown. You can spell him with Braxton. You could spell him with Boykins. You could Keywan Brown came on as the second best, clearly the number 2 guy. Yeah. And if you're using them in tandem better, and you get just a couple of other pieces that can suck up some of those hits, and we have a 533 to 400, I think our season is different. I think that the Kentucky game plan solves the Virginia game. I think the Kentucky game plan solves the Clemson game and solves the Cal game. I don't have an answer for what happened at SMU, but that's one loss. We're 11-1. We're in the college football playoff.
Taking the ball out of Moss's hands more and giving it to the running backs, but I mean,
do it timely. Give him the shots timely.
But I mean, they were also so banged up. If you were able to go into every game knowing you had 3 solid backs, in Isaac, Duke, and Keywan, the problem. You had 1.5 every game.
If you can go in and you can push the ball the way that we did in the Kentucky game. If you can push the ball early and we put our foot on their throats, right? And now we have control, you can give some love to the freshmen in the same way that we gave love to the freshmen. And our line was such a better run blocking line. And Biscuit will tell you, and Justin Jefferson will tell you also that run blocking, a bunch of lines can really learn to do that well because it's what you grow up doing because there are less great passers.
True.
So everybody run blocks.
Right.
Okay. Use the strength of your team. And whereas I love crushing Kentucky, I know that game plan wins us 2 or 3 more games that we couldn't have, that we didn't.
There's a tiny part of me that I wonders if.
And I'm not Jeff Brom. I don't know football that way, right? Like he's infinitely smarter than I am, and he had to choose what he chose as far as game plan, based on the fact that he's infinitely smarter than me. However, when I looked at it on the field and it happened, I went, "Well, fuck, where was that?" And it kind of made me mad. I was a little mad.
It was frustrating, but I think like you brought up the point of if we could get up on these teams, if the Cards would have been able to get up, then maybe we could have.
We did it in Miami. We did that game plan in Miami. We ran it down their fucking throat.
True, but how many?
That's good, dude.
How many games this year?
8.7.
But chocolate ice cream is always good. This is a cheat.
How many games this year did you completely feel like Louisville was in control of? So, like, I'm saying, yeah,
2.
Like,
and guess what? They were the ones that we were run heavy.
That's fair. That's fair. I just don't know how much the health or if there was something else going on behind the scenes. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. I'm just saying.
One thing that's not been mentioned about this season, you know how we always make the joke that Brom's a QB guru?
Oh, shit. That Fox.
Yeah, right? 8.7. Sidney Crosby.
Again, it's a chocolate ice cream.
It's a hard thing to fuck up.
I don't know. I didn't notice it. In the brown sugar cinnamon, no, it's a Pop-Tart. Like, there's the actual filling of the Pop-Tart and then the flavored cream.
Nope.
So it is in the brown sugar one as well, but yeah, that's
But the QB guru stuff with Brom, maybe I'm working with Strebel for too long. Move it out of the way because there's a new position. It's RB. We just had a wide receiver go to running back and put up 100-something yards. Braxton Jennings. Did you know who that was?
I mean, I knew who it was because
you're like blank.
because I watch high school football.
Yeah. I for one did not know who the hell that was. When I heard the announcement that he was starting, I was like, all right.
I heard the name. I didn't know that he.
I knew who Boykins was.
I did hear there was a few guys like Jenky, like I was like, oh, if you saw him in high school, he's a freak, he was a beast. No one expected that to happen, but
no, I didn't expect that to happen. But I knew he would be a serviceable guy, and I knew we weren't. I saw him earlier too. He played in one of the EKU game.
Yeah,
Braxton Jennings had a good game in the EKU game. Granted,
it's EKU.
EKU is not ACC quality competition, but if he could have a good game at EKU, he could have a serviceable 5 to 12 carries in any other game.
Yeah,
I just feel like you never.
So if Isaac Brown gets 150 yards on 6 carries, which he's done before,
but let
him chill.
Yeah, but a lot of those big runs,
control the fucking line.
They didn't happen until third quarter, fourth quarter. I mean, how many games this year?
That's a good point. JMU especially.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he really didn't start snapping them off until. That's the thing. It was frustrating this year because I do feel like is it crazy to say that? I mean, the Governor's Cup, Miami, and EKU were the only games that I actually felt like Louisville was in control of. Miami came down to the wire, but like I
don't even count the EKU game. I don't even think about it.
But I'm just saying, like every other game, JMU, BC, obviously UVA, obviously Clemson, obviously Cal, Virginia Tech. It always felt like
cardiac cards.
And unfortunately, I feel like you just felt limited. Like you weren't able to get reps to Deuce at quarterback. Or you weren't really able to get reps to Wilkins and like some of the fourth and fifth guys.
Maybe we're a Smash Mouth football team.
Yeah.
Well, I do think it's going to be interesting to see what type of – before we get to the Will Stein stuff, by the way, that the chocolate do it again. Son of a bitch. Sorry.
You're excitable.
I am very demonstrative. What can I say? The chocolate one, by the way, was outstanding. Yeah, both.
Absolutely. Also a 9. The chocolate and strawberry on par with each other.
I think
only because the chocolate is chocolate, and I feel like it's a cheat.
Yeah,
because I don't love strawberry ice cream.
I think I go chocolate 9, 8.75 strawberry, and I'm changing my ratings based on now that I've had the whole sample size. I always go a little heavy on the first one, but I did the opposite this time. I kind of went low. Chocolate 9, strawberry 8.75, cinnamon 8.5. They're all outstanding.
Yeah.
But the strawberry and the chocolate had sprinkles.
Yep.
And that subtle crunch.
Yeah, I agree.
That the sprinkles add
made them better.
First off, it felt more like a Pop-Tart.
Yep.
And it just mini sprinkles, man.
Give it to them.
But yeah, absolutely outstanding. Those things lived up to the hype.
So,
and we all just ate about 700 calories worth of ice cream. So if we go into diabetic shock,
that's 870.
2.3 or 230, 230.
Oh, they're 230. I was thinking they were 290.
230. All right.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
we're on a diet. It's practically a salad, man.
Practically a salad. Yeah. How much protein was in one of those?
Not enough.
Not enough.
That's not a protein-based item. It's probably like 6
per one sandwich. 2 grams.
2 grams. Wow.
I was hoping it was at least 4. So we had 6 grams of protein.
Yeah.
In 900 calories about.
Woo. Yep.
Oh God. Yeah.
And the cameras looks like it's added 20 pounds on me.
Yeah, seriously, I look like a fucking Macy's Day woman.
So
right now. But anyway, yeah.
The topic of the day, right? It was the snub of Notre Dame.
Right.
And I've watched.
Fuck them.
Listen, here's the thing.
Case of prior?
They're right.
Who? Notre Dame? No, join a conference.
They're right.
Join a conference.
They're right, and they're right because Alabama had the worst loss of everybody.
Okay.
Everybody that's in the field right now.
I'm on your side.
Alabama had the worst loss of every. They lost to Florida State, who was non-competitive for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Worst loss of everybody. So if you're choosing, you got to choose Notre Dame in that particular case, right? Not that. Yeah, but Notre Dame was playing better at the end of the year.
You know the committee.
They lost their 2 losses. Their 2 losses are to 2 teams that are playing each other at 7 and 10 by like a combined 5 fucking points. The lowest.
I know when you look at their metrics next to each other, Miami
maybe 4
and Notre Dame, they were practically even. Notre Dame did I think have the better strength of schedule, the better.
Actually, no, Alabama did. Alabama's numbers, as far as strength of schedule and stuff, were better and better by 30 spots.
Yeah, a sizable margin. No, I'm just talking Notre Dame and Miami.
That's because everybody's two-fisting all the SEC teams.
That is true. Doing the Trump dance.
Yep. Trump dancing the hell out of them. And this is controversial in the idea that I don't think the ACC.
I gotta turn this off because I gotta get out of here.
All right.
Tulio's ride came.
Will Stein's a bum. Yeah, I gotta go.
Say it into the mic if you're gonna leave.
Will Stein's a bum. Notre Dame doesn't deserve it. Neither does Bama, though. You are right on that one.
Neither does JMU.
Yeah, but we beat them, so it feels good to say.
2-0 against playoff teams. I'm out.
Woo! Thank you, boys.
Later, buddy.
See you, bud.
But so
Bruttomesso.
Yeah, we'll finish up real quick. The Notre Dame belonged in. JMU doesn't. They beat us, which we finished like 6th in the freaking conference, on the conference that they weren't given. And again, I think Miami's as good as anybody in the field. Do I think they have their flaws? Absolutely. Do they have warts? That was what somebody said. Do they have warts? Yeah, absolutely. Do they have? Do I think that Virginia can play with them? Absolutely.
I don't know if they can compete with everybody in the field. So am I switching out?
Yeah, to see if it works. Just to see if it works better.
Okay, cool.
It may be the fact that your shirt.
Yeah, it could be my shirt. Yeah.
Get
maybe
deeper.
do that. Yeah, there we go.
Get deeper into
get the chest lettuce out.
Yep.
Suddenly, this becomes a subscription service.
But yeah, we've got. There we go. And we'll go over when we don't have a whole lot more to talk about. We can talk about the playoff stuff when we get deeper into it, expansion, the elimination of conference championships, or maybe you make them all matter.
See, I kind of had a theory today on the take that I feel like it oversimplifies it. When Tulio's here, that's something for a future episode.
Yeah, because it's a big one.
Yeah.
But there'll be plenty of time where we don't have shit to talk about.
Yeah, no, that is true, and we will definitely get some food. To send us some recommendations, by the way, if you want to see us stuff our gullet.
If you happen to be an owner of a restaurant and you want us to eat your food, we will.
We will happily do that. We've done that before. Tikka Tacos, fantastic spot.
The straight drop wings.
Straight, yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Old school New York pizza.
Old school New York pizza. Shout out to all those guys. We've had some fun on this show. I don't know. I understood the chagrin of Notre Dame being left out. I hated their response to it.
Oh no, the response was childish.
I just to lash out like that and be upset that your side piece, the ACC, didn't go to bat for you. Well, obviously they're gonna
because rev share.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Rev share is there's.
I saw Cooper Hassan put this out, and we had a soundbite that we were meaning to play today on the take about how Notre Dame got punished for not being in a conference. And Cooper, I saw say the ACC bleeped up. I don't know why I'm saying bleeped up. We can say potty words here, but they missed a prime opportunity to pull the screws to them during COVID when nobody wanted to play them and force them into joining the conference.
So you weren't ever going to get that because at that particular point, and I don't know where this lies at currently, because I do believe NBC has a different affiliation with a conference now.
I should know this.
I think they've picked up a one of the power, like the Big 12 or something. I don't know. Somebody's playing on NBC now, other than just Notre Dame, which at one point that's the only college team that played there.
Right.
They paid them a lot of money to have that. That's probably going away.
Well,
that their brand is heavy, and I get that if they were in the ACC, and any boost that they would give into the conference would be just because they are who they are.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily fair or prudent to them to cut their nose off to spite their face and lose all that money as long as they can continue to make that money.
No, like Josh Pate said today, he was like, I don't blame Notre Dame for doing what they do.
Correct.
Like, no, they have a great deal, but maybe it came, it's starting to kind of bite them that they're not in a conference. And Andy brought this up today. I mean, Notre Dame, I don't know enough about, women's soccer or anything like that, so I don't want to speak out of school, but he was like, I don't know how much the Notre Dame brings to the table in the ACC in terms of other sports.
As far as revenue and stuff like that?
Yeah, so he's like, and I kind of thought about it. I was like, they haven't been great in basketball since, Mike Bray was there. I mean, I think like 2016 was the last time they won an NCAA tournament game. So, I mean, if you're looking at revenue sports, obviously they would be a juggernaut in football, but
right.
I don't know about basketball. I don't know about baseball. I think they're okay in women's basketball.
They're really good in women's basketball.
Yeah, they're really good. And I had a crush on Ruth Riley back in the day. That was a random poll, but I remember being like 13 watching her, and I had a massive crush on Ruth Riley from Notre Dame. But anyway, I don't like the fact that, and I'm going to butcher his name, so I'll just say the AD from Notre Dame that was on Dan Patrick today and said that it was like irreparable damage that the ACC did, because I'm echoing a sentiment that Andy had on the take. He wasn't going to go after Tony Petitti in the Big Ten. He wasn't going to go after Sankey in the SEC.
Right.
Instead, he lashed out at the ACC because Jim Phillips is an easy target.
He's
because he's the least bombastic of all of the conference commissioners. And it bothers me, though, if there was an anti-Notre Dame rhetoric that I was seeing, that everybody, I forgot the name of the fan site, but somebody in Boston College was like, you know what, screw the Irish. No, Notre Dame does not deserve to be in. Miami is our champion, rah, 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 all this rallying around Miami. But Miami, the Catholics aren't very popular nationally. Neither are the convicts. Miami is those are both polarizing fan bases. I didn't notice that there was this anti-Notre Dame rhetoric, pro-Miami rhetoric. So I feel like it's kind of a straw man's argument. He's just making this up and he's lashing out at somebody. I don't know what he was expecting. that all of the ACC would go to bat for Notre Dame, who has separated themselves and is basically your side piece.
Yeah.
We made the analogy today. Andy did a great one, saying that the ACC is your wife.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame's the side piece, and you're mad that you're spending Christmas with your wife. Like, you can't have it both ways. You get to benefit from playing a lot of ACC opponents and remain independent and have that lucrative TV deal with NBC, and then you expect that they're going to go to bat for you? First off, I didn't see that there was a ton of rallying around Miami. I think everyone was just like, oh, dear God, just get the season over with and please let somebody represent us.
Yeah.
Whether it be UVA, take care of business. You peed down your leg. Awesome, great. All right, at least we have Miami in there. At least we have a team.
Well,
but I didn't notice any of this banner waving for the ACC and middle fingers towards Notre Dame.
So I saw
maybe behind the scenes, but
I thought we weren't getting Miami in. I really did, because the polls leading up to it would suggest that Miami's the one that gets left out. So in seeing that, and my belief that it was Miami, I thought they were about to kill the conference. So listen, in the spread of this, right? If you were looking for a way specifically to do a lawsuit to get out of this contract, derelict of duty to allow for all of these teams to have the position to get in, right? Like, they weren't doing their job. There was talk about, like, hey, why don't we get 2 guaranteed spots?
Yeah, that was Tony Petitti's idea, right?
Yeah, like when you start talking about that and you see that Jim Phillips basically just didn't do anything. He didn't say yes or no.
I know Phil Baker was against that.
It's not that I'm for it or against it, but that's a good.
Drew Diener and I were very much take the deal.
Take
the deal, hit the button.
That's a good way to go into a courtroom and be like, hey, listen, that we had the opportunity.
Right.
And as the leadership, you caused us harm by not taking the opportunity. And I think it was a great argument if 6 or 7 schools got rallied around each other that you could have killed the conference.
Well, I don't know about kill the conference, but
it would take 6 or 7. Probably 8, maybe even 8.
I will say, though, let me throw this back at you. Do you think the committee, I mean, obviously, I don't think they could ignore the head-to-head, because that was the biggest thing for Miami over Notre Dame.
It's the thing they've done they had done it 12 out of 13 times leading up to that choice, and now they're 13 for 13.
Yeah.
So they're at least somewhat
consistent. But that was the thing. They had
on that particular
metric.
Metric.
Because it changes all the time, it seems
because then you're talking about Alabama doesn't suffer for losing the conference game, but BYU does.
Right.
And they both looked awful.
Yeah, they both got outclassed.
They were both terrible.
No, I mean, you could make a valid argument that BYU deserves to be in over Miami. We talked about that on the take today. But do you think, though, that in addition to them at least holding consistent to that metric of head-to-head, do you think also Miami got a little bump, and I'm not making a cocaine joke, a little bump that the conference wanted to throw the ACC a bone a little bit and have them represented? And also,
absolutely.
Look,
absolutely.
It was 100%. A dumpster fire of a year for the conference. I did think that if UVA was able to get in, at least there would be a modicum of respect that, hey, you made it, so there'd be another team from the conference.
If UVA ends up in the spot that Miami's in,
I think they're getting
Texas A&M rolls.
I think they're getting absolutely dog walked. I think Miami could get dog walked, but I think they'll give a better fight than UVA. UVA exposed themselves that, as Lachlan McLean said, they were smoke and mirrors. As I said, they were a push-up bra. Yeah. Like it was. I mean, they got exposed. They were a decent team.
I mean, they were winning close games the entire year, and it finally caught up.
Yeah, it did.
It will. Which is, again, why.
And when you're playing an elite team, you're absolutely going to get exposed.
On most of our games, I think if we run the fuck out of the ball in the first half and just punish the shit out of the other team, make them just eat what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I wonder if
I don't think it's a gimmick. I think it's a fucking plan where, again, I like power football.
No, I mean, I get it, and
Isaac Grindo's one of my favorite players.
Oh, dude, he was fun to watch, man. Like, God, when he got downhill, man.
Oh yeah.
I just isn't it funny though that Miller Moss's best showing was in that game, in the bowl game when it basically came down. It was like,
oh, are you talking about it against us?
Yeah, well, Miller Moss, like, God, our secondary looked terrible that game. Would just like throw these these looping passes, get a touchdown, and we would just feed Isaac Guerrendo.
We were getting run past, like literally.
Oh God,
their USC's athleticism was
on full display,
way up on ours. So
yeah, it was. Now, okay, before we get out of here, because I'm looking at the time. It's we're at about an hour and a half.
Yeah, time to wrap her up.
You had a thought on Will Stein.
Oh. Listen, they weren't getting the head coach that they had to pay a buyout for.
I agree with that.
Like, I know what everybody wants to say about Kentucky has money. You know, the Crafts are a $1 billion group. You know, they have money, but not everybody wants to pay $38 million just to get rid of a dude.
Well,
like, it's not a pleasant thing to do. So at that point, you're not going and paying a buyout for a high-level coach. You're taking Will Stein's going to be a good coach. It's more likely that he goes 3-9 in the first year than 9-3.
No, you're taking a page out of the Pat Kelsey contract.
I mean, in football, Kenny Dillingham.
That's a good analogy.
Right? So Kenny Dillingham comes from Oregon.
Right.
Goes to Arizona State, where he played. And I realized that Stein was a Louisville person and got all of his...
But he's got ties.
Got all of his skills and coaching ability and relationships and people that he's going to put on the staff from Louisville.
You bitter about that?
A whole staff of Louisville players on the Kentucky sideline. Whole staff. Welcome Pete Nocta, Justin Burke. Just saying. You know, be the best you can with the people we didn't have.
If he struggles, how long before the Manchurian candidate?
Oh, fuck. I mean, fast. Hey, second.
I don't think
second year.
I don't think he's going to struggle.
3-9, right? The first year, right? And I don't think he will, but you know, four wins, maybe 5, similar to this year, right?
Oh no,
because it's going to be a struggle. You're not just going to pop in and nail it.
Did you look at their schedule next year?
Oh, it's awful. It's fucking brutal.
No, I think they're going to have the same exact record.
Yeah,
that they had this year.
But viable.
But hopefully it'll be a little bit more of an entertaining brand of football, and maybe they're a little bit
more
competitive.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're playing juggernauts. They got LSU, Alabama, Georgia.
They're gonna be. It's gonna hurt.
Is
next
it both
year.
Texas and Tennessee? I can't remember.
Probably they beat Tennessee like oh no, they're on the rotating thing.
Yeah, right.
So
I
they weren't gonna pay. They weren't gonna pay a buyout. Now, did they get probably 1A out of 1 and 1A? Probably. You probably wanted the guy from Ohio State first.
Hartline.
Brian Hartline. You probably wanted him. Like, everybody does, though. And I don't think Brian Hartline wants to be anywhere other than Ohio State. He is an Ohio State guy, and not that you don't want the bigger payday, but if you're really fucking happy, right? Like, money is awesome. Money doesn't always equal happiness.
No, that's true. Fit and everything.
And you made that, and you could go and get all the money and get fired as a coach and not have a good time, but that doesn't guarantee you can come back to Ohio State and have the same job that you do, be as successful as you were. Like that, it doesn't. They're not equal.
No, I mean that's fair. There were a lot of things that I think came out with the fact that the question of if they had the money to do this was answered. They did. But I also think
they didn't really. It's on a payment plan.
But I was going to say that. But also this idea that how come you didn't do it sooner? I feel also just being cool about it.
He got fired. He got fired when Kelly Craft walked off the sideline at Cardinals State.
Oh no, that the writing was on the wall.
That was when she looked at Barnhart and walked away. It was over.
No, at that point,
fucking done.
You could have put a fork in him. And I do think, as far as breakups go, it seemed pretty amicable.
Yeah, he did him a favor. Yeah. He didn't give them any leeway on the money, but he let them pay it on their terms.
Yeah, so I do think that's evident that okay, they had the money, but they might not be dripping in cash like everyone thinks. I mean, the one thing college sports fans, well, any sports fans love to do the most is spend other people's money.
Absolutely.
And so this idea that they just had $40 million sitting around, I don't know, but it did seem that, okay, yeah, they did have the money, but the payment plan makes me kind of wonder if that was just a nice thing by Stoops, or maybe it was like, hey,
we really need you to do this.
Yeah, we kind of, one of those things. I don't know. But Stoops, what do you think he does next year?
Year off.
Yeah. Do you think he gets back into coaching? He takes like a. Yeah. I mean, we were talking about it like.
I think he's going to be in the XFL or
UFL. Yeah. Oh God, what if he coaches the Louisville Kings? That would be wow.
I think, and I don't know what kind of relationship the brothers have. He had a brother on his staff, but I don't know if Bob's like, you fuck ups. So
I was going to say,
but Bob's in the UFL, right? I think still.
I think so, yeah.
He was like one of the founding coaches of one of the leagues, and he's kind of stuck with it. And I think he's got a pretty
big like guys that you recognize, like Wade Phillips, I think is Bob Stoops. I'm trying to remember. There were like 2 or 3 other ones. I was like, oh yeah, shit, I didn't know that they're coaching in this league. I was gonna say that he could get one of his ex Kentucky quarterbacks to, but Brock Vandergrift retired, and so did Zach Calzada. So, and I don't know where does Cutter Boley play next year for Stein?
No.
Do you think he comes to Louisville?
No.
So where do you think he goes?
Down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Group of 5.
I think he could be a decent power 4.
He might be able to, but he's a sophomore. He needs to go somewhere where he can prove himself.
And then maybe transfer.
End up at Tulane and transfer again.
Maybe. I don't know.
This is the smartest thing to do.
You don't think Stein holds on to him? He wants his own guy?
Depends who's available, right?
Yeah. I know.
Stein kind of scares me with the Sagapulatelli angle.
What? No.
Because he was an Oregon commit.
Yeah. No, we talked about that.
It scares me a little bit with that because
that's the one.
Sagapulatelli's a dog.
That's the one I want for the Cal quarterback. That's who I want for U of L.
Yep.
And I said that on the take.
I do too. Me too. I think the 2 best quarterbacks I've watched all year, as far as being prolific and dominating, would be Mensa at Duke, because I think he's fucking great, and then Sagapulatelli. So
I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that realistically. No, those are. I don't know where I would put Cutter Boley on the list.
We'll see.
I
don't know. I don't know that Brom loves him.
Do you think
he's a big kid?
Do you think Brom goes through the portal, or do you think he tries to develop Deuce or somebody? Does that bother you that we keep doing the 1-year rental thing?
No, because that's what you do with freshman quarterbacks anyway. They're all 1-year rentals.
Yeah, but I mean,
who cares?
I just wish I wish
we would go get a Sagapulatelli who started as a freshman. Even Cutter Boley, right? Okay, I'll make your case for Cutter Boley. Started, played his freshman year, right? Like he was a redshirt freshman. Didn't look awful. Didn't look great. Played against high level teams.
I think he was closer to awful than he was great.
And then played against high level teams. But if he's good enough to come in and be the starter next year, and I'm just talking about the situation where he's a redshirt sophomore.
Right.
If he's good enough to come in and be the starter next year, and he can play next year, and then we have the following year with him, that's a win.
Yeah.
Because it probably won't get worse. It can get worse, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
I just would like to see I am not a Brom hater by any stretch. I just think he gets a lot of credit for developing quarterbacks.
He has, though. And
he did. But we haven't seen it yet at Louisville.
It's 3 years. Tyler Shug, we're seeing it right now. We're seeing it right now.
That's fair, but for every Shuck, there was a Plummer and a Miller Moss.
But that's fine. That happens.
And you can't. What about a Brady Allen? He's been on the roster for a while.
You can't hit every time.
No, I get that, but I feel like it
doesn't have the skill set for it. This is what it is.
I
want him to do it. Want him to get there. Can't actually do the job. Can know the job. Might be a great coach one day.
Yeah.
Can't do the job.
No, and not all of that falls on Brom or anything. But
right.
I would love, though, for them.
Not everybody is an NFL quarterback. It just isn't real.
No. I'm not saying that he has to get somebody playing on Sundays every year or even every other year or whatever. I'm just saying it would be cool if I felt like they could go to the transfer portal, and if that doesn't work or the guy's slacking a little bit, iron sharpens iron. There's a viable backup that can keep him honest.
I agree.
And that's never been the case. And granted, like you said, only 3 years, and it is a transfer portal era and everything like that. And maybe Brom's good at taking good quarterbacks and making them great, as opposed to taking mediocre quarterbacks and making them good. I don't know. I'm just saying I would love to have my cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Nail somebody in the portal and develop a freshman player and be like, okay, if this guy sucks or he gets hurt, then we can trot out Joe Jablonski, who's been here for 3 years.
Right.
It's his time to shine.
Yep.
So I don't know. All right. With that said, should we wrap it up?
Yep. Wrapping it up. Remember, like and subscribe. Channel on YouTube. You'll get alerts. It'll tell you when Stofero's on, when he's doing After Dark. It'll tell you when any of the other shows. Coach Leaves got the coach's corner breakdown.
He did one today, actually.
And listen, those you'll get all the notifications for all that stuff. Great content. You'll be able to know when we're back.
Yeah,
whether you like us or not.
Yeah, hopefully.
So,
and thanks for sticking around with us, everybody. He's Jason Jenkins. I'm Nick Valvano. Tanner Bruttomesso was here earlier. We had Pop-Tarts. We talked some sports, and we'll definitely holler at you guys down the road. Thank you for watching. This has been ESPN Louisville.